Hello and welcome. So today I will talk about one of the major requirements you need to meet in order to manifest your desire. Now, we talked about how you need to identify a goal. You need something first. You need to have a goal, and then you need to go to the end and then feel the feeling of reality. How would you feel when this thing becomes real in your world? And then you start feeling that way, and then making that feeling a regular thing on a day-to-day basis. And then we're going to talk about one of the major things that if you don't put it, if you don't put it together, if you don't get this particular concept, it's going to be so difficult to manifest what you want. Okay. Now, just like I said, this channel, we are only here to just help you align your energy because your energy is already high. You already have the high energy needed to manifest anything you ever want in this life. Okay, but you just need to align it so that it will match with your goal. Instead of getting the opposite of what you want, you will always get what you want. Okay. So now we're going to get started, but before that, a quick introduction. My name is Justice, and as you see me here, I'm just here sharing with you my personal experience when it comes to manifestation, law of attraction, Neville Goddard's teaching, and concepts. Okay, so if this is what you want, you might just want to join me here, subscribe, and turn your bell notification. Okay, now let's get down to the business of the day. So today we want to establish a fact, and that is very important in order for you to manifest anything you want, and that is inner conviction. Right? If you read the scriptures, so many places in the New Testament, Jesus said something about faith. He talked about belief. You know, when you believe a thing, that thing becomes a reality in your world. One of the major reasons why a lot of us don't get what we want is because we lack the inner conviction that what we ask for is already done. We lack the inner conviction. In the Old Testament, I think a place in the Bible said, let the weak say, I am strong, right? Let the weak say, I am strong, and let the poor say, I am rich. Now, that particular place in the Bible is actually projecting faith, inner conviction. Now, you're not trying to model your thinking based on what you are seeing on the outside, but rather that particular verse of the scripture is trying to model your thinking based on your inner conviction of what you want. Okay, so let's take an example. If you are looking for, let's say, a business or a good paying job, for example, but your current job is not paying you well. Now, what that part of the Bible is saying is, let the one who is doing a poor job say that he now has a rich job, a good job. Now, let his thinking be in that line, not in the line of what he's currently doing on the physical, but let his thinking be in the line on that part where he wants to be. Okay, he wants to get a good job, a well-paying job, right? Now, let his thinking be in that direction, not based on the one he's currently doing in his 3D world. So inner conviction is very important. Now the question is, how do you come about inner conviction? Because it is a major requirement you need to meet in order for you to manifest what you want in life. How do you come about it? Well, I'm going to show you how to go about it. First and first, you need to arrange a scene in your mind, okay? A scene that shows that the wish has been fulfilled. That, for example, if you wanted to get a well-paying job, now you need to see, just construct a scene in your mind that shows that you now have a well-paying job. It could be somebody congratulating you, it could be a relative or a friend or anyone that you know would be happy for you, right? Now, in your mind, hear them tell you congratulations. It could be your mom, your dad, your wife, your sister, whoever, okay? As long as they are going to be happy for you, okay? Hear them congratulate you. And then when you hear that in your mind, what you need to do is simply allow your body to feel that congratulations, okay? Allow your body to feel it. Now, for example, somebody congratulated you. Look back. If you look back, you will remember one thing or another that you did or achieved, and somebody congratulated you. How did you feel then? How did you feel when you were congratulated for that particular thing? Now, can you bring back that feeling of congratulation? Can you bring it back? Now, in this time, you are not bringing it back in line with what you desire. Okay, so for example, somebody congratulated me because I graduated with a good grade or something. Now, how did I feel when that person congratulated me? Now, I'm going to muster that feeling back right now, make it a present thing. But in this time around, it is for my job, right? It is because I have now gotten a well-paying job, okay? A job that makes me happy. You understand the concept I mean, right? You understand the aspect I'm coming from. So now, when you master this feeling continually on a daily basis, keep this feeling going. Yes, of course, I understand that your 3D world is going to try to suggest that what you're feeling is not real, because when you open your eyes and you see that your conditions are still the same, it's going to really demoralize you. It's going to discourage you. But remember, when you felt this feeling, it was real. It felt real. Now, this is where inner conviction comes in. Tell yourself that this is so. The way you felt, that is exactly how it is. Okay? Now, I showed you, I explained to you in one of my previous videos how I was able to attract, manifest my wife, right? I told you that when from that December 2023, I wasn't in any serious relationship, but I told myself that I'm going to get married before the end of before the end of 2024. I told myself that, and I started feeling the feeling. Of course, at some point, I got frustrated because I wasn't in any serious relationship. Of course, I was not also giving it attention, but it happened, right? That's because I kept this feeling going, and I repeatedly told myself that before the end of 2024, I am going to get married. And it happened, right? So, guys, try as much as possible. And the only job you have is to convince yourself that you already have what you desire. That's the only job you have. You don't have any other job than to convince yourself. Once you're able to convince yourself that this thing you asked for or you want is done, the deal is done. All you need to be is just be patient with the process, okay? Remember, there is time for everything. So be patient with the process. Don't run out of patience. Once you have that inner conviction that what you want, you have it. Now, you need to be patient and then continue with the inner conviction. Never let it lose. Never let it go away. Continue with the inner conviction despite your physical reality, okay? And then when the time is right, you will get what you want. It's just that simple. Okay, now let's go into the silent, and then we're just going to perform a little bit of mental imagination, and then going down to where we want, and then bringing what we want down to the present self. Okay, so I would ask you that before you go into this section, you want to make sure you're not driving. You want to make sure you are seated in a quiet place, and then just give it about 2 minutes, and we will be done. Okay, so now you close your eyes, and then you close your eyes. Now you look at what exactly do you want. What is it that you want to manifest in your life? What is it? Okay, so you need to have a goal in mind. Be very specific about it. What is it? And then now that you are closed, your eyes are closed, the next thing you want to do is to breathe in. Just breathe in and breathe out. Now relax, and now construct a scene in your mind that shows that you already have what you want. Construct a scene in your mind that shows that you already have what you want. So it could be a job, more money, it could be your life partner, or it could be a specific person, it could be whatever. Just construct a scene in your mind, and then begin to hear people telling you congratulations. begin to hear people telling you, well, what are you going to hear? Imagine that this thing is real right now. What are you going to hear? What will people tell you? What will your family say? Now hear them in your imagination. Hear them speak to you. Hear them relate to you. Now the next thing is feel that feeling. How are you feeling when you heard them say this things to you? How did you feel? Now feel that feeling. Make that feeling real. Just make it real, because it is actually real. It is real in the 4-dimension world. It is real. It is real in the 4-dimension world, and it is coming down to your 3D world. So make that feeling real. Make it real. Make it real. Then now, give thanks, because it is so. Just in your mind, say thank you. Say I'm grateful. Whatever means of giving thanks that you can give in your mind, just give thanks, because it is done. Alright, so that's just a very quick one. Now what I will ask you to do is make sure that you maintain this feeling. Remember, when you maintain this feeling of conviction that it is so, don't let the outer world dictate what you're going to think in your mind. Don't let your outer world, your 3D reality, determine your thinking thought, or your thinking process, or your thought process. Okay, make sure that whatever you're thinking, it should be in line with what you want. Whenever doubts creeps in, immediately cut off that thinking process. Okay, that thought process, just cut it off and then replace it with the opposite of what it is. Okay, so if you wanted more money, but then your 3D world is telling you that you are broke, now immediately go back to how you felt when you had a lot of money. Just go back to that feeling and then continue in that line of thought, and trust me, you would manifest your desire. Alright guys, again, my name is Justice, and what we do is share different ways in which you can be able to manifest what you want. So if you want something like this, leave a thumbs up on this video and then subscribe to the channel. I will see you in the next video, and bye for now.